Okay, next let us see how are we going to implement the systems or subsystems. What is the basic cell or the leaf cell that can be used to build your system? You have two logics here, one is called as the gate logic, another one is called as the switch logic. First let us explain what is a switch logic. When I talk about a switch logic, it is your pass transistors. Pass transistors are nothing but your NMOS and PMOS, or it can also be your transmission gate. Okay, so you all know that I can design my whole system using either NMOS or whole system using PMOS or whole system using transmission gate. Okay, or I can also go with the combination of NMOS and PMOS, that is what is your CMOS logic. The main disadvantage of implementing a system using your pass transistor logic is, since we are talking about NMOS only, PMOS only, there will be a degradation of signal by an amount of threshold voltage. We all know that the transistors will not turn on until they reach the threshold voltage, that is the loss of a signal. For example, if I say an NMOS here, when gate is 1, okay, so whatever is the output input I am giving is available on the output, correct? You all know about this. Same thing happens with your PMOS. We say NMOS is a strong 0, it is a weak 1, means that it is capable of or 100% efficient in pulling your output go 0, but it is not efficient in pulling your output go high. When we talk about a PMOS, as explained previously with NMOS, PMOS is a weak 0 and a strong 1, means this is highly efficient in pulling your output go high, but it is not efficient in pulling your output go 0. You may not get exactly 0, it may be somewhere around 0.3, 0.4 volt when you use a PMOS. When I use an NMOS, I will be getting complete 0, but I will not be getting complete 1, wherein 1 means, if I say if it is a 5 volt logic high, I may be getting up around 4.4 or 4.5 volt, depending upon what is the threshold voltage of this transistor. Next, you have the transmission gate. Okay, transmission gate is a combination of your PMOS and NMOS, wherein you can see here, this is your PMOS gate, NMOS gate. The source and drain of both the transistors are shorted, and I give a input at one end, I take the output at the other end. How does this work? G is the control signal, GB is the complementary control signal on your PMOS. If I say G is 0, my GB, which is a complementary signal of G, becomes 1. Then what will be the output? B. If I say A is 1, what will be my B? Let us check. G is 0, GB is 1. So what happens is, since this is 0, this is 1, both are not conducting, what is there on the input is not available at the output. I can say it goes into a high impedance state. Now if I say G is 1, GB is 0, let me take the same input 1. Let us see what happens. When G is 1, this is conducting. When GB is 0, this is conducting. So both are on, it acts as a close. So whatever is on the input is available at the output. I have told input is 1, output will be 1, irrespective of whether it is a 1 or a 0. Input, it does not matter on the input, it depends on the control signal whatever we give on the gate. How is this helpful is, we are going to get complete 0 and complete 1. There is no degradation if I use a transmission gate as a pass transistor, but yes, it requires a large area, that is the main disadvantage. Fine. So same thing has been described here. I want you people to go through this. Let us take another combination here. These type of problems may be asked in the examination, wherein you have all 4 transistors connected in series. I am giving an input. What is the output? Okay, if I say this is 5 volt, this is 5 volt, this is 5 volt, this is 5 volt, all are NMOS transistor, they will turn on when my threshold voltage is reached. Let me say VTH is 0.7. So when the VTH reaches 0.7, all the transistors are on, and what is available in the input is available at the output. That is what we are trying to say here. V out is equal to V in when VA, this control signal A into B into C into D must be equal to 1. Instead of all signals going to 1, if any one of the signal goes to 0, then V in cannot go into the output. Next, you have a 3 input NOR gate. So this is the arrangement of a 3 input NOR gate. At this case, you have real inputs and complementary inputs given to your transistors. V out will be A plus B plus C, but it will be degraded by Vt. V out bar will be A bar into B bar into C bar. This previously I had explained, same thing with numericals given. I have another circuit here wherein this is an implementation using your transmission gate. That is, I will have both the real and complementary control signals on my transmission gate. So the output of this kind of a circuit will be V1 into A plus V2 into B plus V3 into C plus V4 into D plus V5 into E. This will be the output of this circuit. This was also explained. This is done. Let us check this. See now, this was a series combination of the transistor. I told output will be only degraded by how many ever transistors I am going to connect. Output will be degraded by the threshold voltage. But if I have something like this, wherein I have a transistor connected like this, wherein the output of one transistor is driving another transistor, what happens at that time? Okay, what will be the output? See what happens if I say both. Here also I am using 5 volt, here also I am using 5 volt. I very well know that the output what I get here is degraded by threshold voltage. For example, if I say VDD is 5 volt, VT is equal to 0.6 volt. So this will be 4.4 volt, correct? Now this 4.4 volt is driving your another transistor, means the input on the gate is 4.4 volt, it's not 5 volt now. So what will be the output here? It will be VDD minus 2 times VTH, or it is VDD minus, we know it is 0.6, so 4.4 minus, or I can say this is VDD is 4.4 minus VTH, that is nothing but 0.6. So this comes to 3.8 volt. This is nothing but same as VDD minus 2 VTH. If this continues, if I say this continues, this is again driving another transistor. So the output here will be VDD minus 3 VTH. It goes on. So we have to ensure in our design that the output of one transistor, one pass transistor, should not drive or should not be given as a control signal for another transistor.